You know the drill, it's the start of the month, so I'm bringing to you a list of new horror movies and thrillers to watch out for on streaming platforms. I'll give you the dates, I'll give you the streaming platforms, whether that be on VOD or on Netflix or on Shudder, and you just have to decide with my spoiler-free blurbs if you want to watch them. Let me know which ones you're excited for this month, and let's start off with a little bit of a controversial one. Skinnamarink. Skinnamarink went viral last year after the experimental horror leaked from an online film festival. Now's your chance to support indie director Kyle Edward Ball as his film hits Shudder on the 2nd. Skinnamarink had a limited run in theaters from January the 13th, and people have not stopped talking about how this hypnotizing indie has audiences split. The film is the story of two children who wake up alone in a house, and it catches the atmosphere through the perspective of a childlike nightmare. People either love or hate this movie. Find out where you land when it hits Shudder this month. Drama thriller Baby Ruby stars Noémie Merlan. I definitely pronounced that incorrectly. She's from Tar and Portrait of Lady on Fire, and it also stars Kit Harington. The film takes place in the tightly scripted world of a vlogger influencer, whose world unravels after she becomes a mother and is unable to tell the difference between adjustments in her new life and pure evil. It's a trope we do see a lot, but hopefully this one may have a point of difference going into the true fears of motherhood. Jessica is a deadpan drama horror about two friends who meet up in the middle of nowhere, which seems suspicious when a man who's stalking one of them shows up. But not everything is as it seems. I urge you not to watch the trailer for this one because it gives away some of the twists, and I think being a deadpan, awkward horror movie, if you're into that kind of comedy and that kind of horror, it will work really well for you. The indie film had a limited cinema release in January, and running for only 1 hour and 12 minutes, this bite-sized adventure is a unique take on the genre. I'll be checking this one out for sure when it hits VOD on the 6th. Honestly, the next title, I cannot tell you how much it pains me to say. If you know, you know. There's just too many titles like this. It's killing me. Woman of the Photographs is a horror romance thriller where we follow a strange photographer who begins a twisted romance with a woman who is suffering from body dysmorphia. One of the reviews so far said it's a difficult movie to categorize, being part fable, part romance, and part body horror. The Japanese horror is bound to be a dark, twisted ride. Tune in to watch this one on VOD platforms such as Google Play and Vudu from the 7th. You is back, believe it or not. I'm sure you already know because they've been teasing this season for the last 6 months. And like all good millennial girlies, I cannot deny the chokehold this series has on me. I actually did a video that was comparing the book. I listened to the audiobook, which is even more chilling, and the TV show if you haven't checked that out. The dark thriller drama is also referenced as a romance on IMDb, but I just can't do that. It follows a young psychopath who goes to extreme measures to insert himself into the lives of those he's transfixed by. And usually he sets his sight on people he invents in his head, and it's rarely who they actually are. And just to trip you all out, do you remember who was in one of the first seasons of this show as a staple character? Jenna Ortega. Joe, who is the center of this series, has had many lives, and season 4 brings another chapter. Part 1 will drop on the 9th of February, and part 2 won't be out until a month later on the 9th of March. Now the question is, to binge or to wait until it's all out? Attachment is a horror romance steeped in Jewish folklore. The film is about Maya, a has-been Danish actress who falls in love with Leah, a Jewish academic from London. But after Leah becomes ill, they return to London where Maya meets Leah's mother, a strange woman holding a dark secret. This one will be out on Shudder from the 9th of February. I've seen a lot about the Bone Woman, especially after the trailer got plastered across socials over the last month or so. This Mexican drama horror follows a woman in a healthy relationship who has long dreamed about becoming a mother, but after she finally falls pregnant, she begins to suspect something may be wrong. It's a body horror about how motherhood can change someone from the inside out. Unlocked is dubbed a realistic thriller. The Korean film is also known as Stolen Identity and follows the incidents that occur when a woman's entire life is threatened after she loses her smartphone containing all of her personal information. The film looks like a slickly edited story that goes from common mishap to detective investigation fast. If you're a stickler for tech thriller, then you can catch this one on Netflix from the 17th. Have I got the perfect Valentine's Day movie for you? I can't even keep a straight face. I'm totally joking. Probably don't watch this on a date, but it does look epic. Swallowed will be released this Valentine's Day, and I have my eye on this one. Starring Mark Patton from Freddy's Revenge, Jenna Malone, and Cooper Coke, the horror thriller follows two best friends on their final night together when their plans change and they find themselves stranded across the border in a remote cabin. Filmgoers have expressed it's best to go into this one not knowing anything, but the film warns that the story will test your stomach. The body horror centers around drugs, bugs, and horrific intimacy. I'm excited to check this one out on the 14th. Don't fret, we've still got a couple to go, but I did want to drop in here and say, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. I do these videos every single month. I'm always giving out recommendations for what to watch, especially if you like dark and disturbing horror movies. Next, we have UK psychological thriller The Strays, which hits Netflix this month. The film follows the perfect life of an upper middle class woman who, you guessed it, life begins to unravel, this time when two strangers arrive who have her doubting her sanity. She soon turns to her family and friends for help, but no one believes her or sees what she's seeing. How will it all end? Either way, the truth will set them free. This one is out on the 22nd. Nocebo came out last year, but is worth mentioning because now it's becoming a little bit more accessible, hitting Shudder this month. The film is a dark story about a fashion designer who falls ill. Her family begin to doubt her sickness, but help arrives in the form of a Filipino carer who promises to cure her if she surrenders herself fully to traditional healing methods. It's a strange story with a lot of twists and turns. And of course, we have something for everybody. If you're looking for something a little bit more lighthearted this February, we have A Ghost is a spooky comedy about a ghost named Ernest that is turned into an overnight social media sensation after a family find him haunting their new home. Before you judge, the film stars Jennifer Coolidge, Anthony Mackie, and David Harbour. It's also directed by Christopher Landon of Freaky and Happy Death Day. So I think this one is worth checking out, especially if you have little ones at home. It's PG friendly after all. The Netflix original hits the platform on the 24th. I want to know what you're looking forward to this month out of this list, or if there's anything that I didn't include that you're looking forward to, please drop it in the comments. For me, Jessica, The Bone Woman, and Swallowed. Prime at the top of my list. Swallowed probably is the highest. I'm really excited for that movie. And of course, I cannot deny I will be watching You, the TV show. I can't wait. You got to stay up to date with these things so there's no spoilers. But thank you so much for watching this video. If this is your first time to the Spooky Astronauts channel, hi, my name is Emma and I do videos every single week talking about horrors, talking about thrillers, and putting a lot on your to watch list, giving you a lot of recommendations. I do reviews, I do rankings, I do a lot of disturbing lists. If you're looking for spoiler-free information to find out what's coming out soon and recommendations on what will suit your personal taste without any spoilers, I got you covered. So why not hit subscribe and you can keep up with me. And to everyone else, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to support what I do, you can head over to my Patreon. It's just $2 a month and you get bonus videos and you'll support my channel growing. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Don't forget to stay safe and stay spooky. Bye, friends.